Today, we're jumping into a really powerful sermon that gets at something we all struggle with: waiting. We're going to look at how we can flip the script on patience, moving it from just passively waiting around to this powerful, active trust that can actually find meaning in our toughest times. So right at the start, the sermon points out this paradox. On one hand, you've got Gaudete Sunday, which is literally the Sunday of joy. It's a call to rejoice. But then at the same time, you have this really serious reminder to, prepare for a final judgment. So the big question is, how do you do both? How do you celebrate and prepare at the exact same time? And that tension really gets to the heart of a struggle we all face. I mean, the scriptures tell us to be patient, but man, that is so much easier said than done, right? Especially when you're going through something tough or you're disappointed or just uncertain about everything. So why? Why is it so hard to just trust?
Well, here's the answer the sermon offers up. The reason we struggle so much with patience, it all comes down to a really basic human need. We want to be in control. We want the full roadmap, right? We want to know the whole plan from start to finish. And the second things don't go the way we planned them, that's when our trust just crumbles.
Okay, so to try and flip this whole struggle on its head, the sermon points us to this wild instruction from the Apostle James. He says, consider it all joy when you face trials. Now, let's be real. On the surface, that sounds completely nuts. Joy when things are going wrong? But this is the key. This is the turning point for seeing our struggles in a totally new light. So how do we even begin to understand that last quote? Well, it all hinges on one little Greek word, teleos. See, when James talks about trials leading to perfection, he's not talking about being flawless. Not at all. He means becoming mature or complete or whole. It's about reaching a purposeful end. So the whole point of going through hard times isn't just to get through them. It's to let them shape you. And what's really interesting is that this wasn't just James's idea. The sermon makes it super clear that this concept, that our trials have this deep character-building purpose, was a unified message. You see it across the board. I mean, look at this. You've got James saying trials produce endurance that makes us complete, or teleos. Then Peter comes in with this amazing metaphor of faith being like gold purified in fire, making it even more precious. And Paul, he takes it even further, saying we can actually boast about our struggles because they start this incredible chain reaction that leads straight to hope. Let's just walk through Paul's logic here because it's such a powerful roadmap. It all kicks off with affliction, the actual hardship. That experience forces us to build up endurance. And as we keep going, that endurance forges a proven character. And from that hard-earned character, that's where real, solid hope comes from. It's a process, not just some random feeling. Okay, so this is all great as a big idea, a theological framework, but the real question is, how do we actually live this? How do we take this understanding and turn it into a real, daily practice of trust? The sermon breaks it down into 3 key areas where we need to practice this kind of patience. First, patience with God's plan, because let's face it, most of the time it's a total mystery to us. Second, patience with other people, just accepting the fact that they're human and they will let us down sometimes. And third, and this one can be the hardest, patience with ourselves, remembering that we are all just works in progress. And to help us actually build that trust in these 3 areas, the sermon gives us 3 really practical, really powerful phrases that we can start using every single day. Think of them like tools for our mindset. The first tool is all about surrender. It's about taking the pain, the confusion, whatever it is you're going through, and just handing it over. It's basically saying, you see the whole picture and I don't. You know better than I do. The second one is a classic for a reason. It's so simple, but so profound. Thy will be done. It's that conscious choice to let go, to release our white-knuckle grip on how we think things should turn out, and just trust the process. And this third one, this one is radical. May it be blessed. This is for the stuff we don't like about ourselves, the tough situations, even the mistakes we've made. It's a prayer that asks for even the messy, broken parts of our lives to be used for something good, to be woven into the person we're becoming. Okay, this all leads us to the final big idea from the sermon, and it's a game changer. It completely redefines what it even means to be patient. It's not about being passive. It's about taking action. Our usual idea of patience is just sitting around, waiting for something to happen to us, just enduring. But the sermon says, no, that's not it. True patience is active. It's a hopeful preparation. It's about investing your energy in a future that you are actively helping to build.
And to make this idea really stick, the sermon gives us this perfect analogy. To really get what active patience is, just think about a farmer. A farmer's patience is anything but passive, right? They are out there preparing the ground, planting the seeds, tilling the soil. They do all the work they possibly can. Then they wait. But it's not an empty, helpless waiting. It's a hopeful expectation because it's built on all the hard work they've already put in. They've done their part, and now they're waiting for the rain, the part they can't control.
And that's the question this whole sermon leaves us with. If waiting isn't just about enduring, but about planting, then what does that look like in our own lives? While we're in that period of waiting, that time of uncertainty, what seeds are we actively sowing right now? What can we be building, even in the middle of it all?